This will give you an orientation to the NOAA Fisheries JupyterHub, our training hub. You'll go to this URL, click here, and you will not see this unless you're in the group that has access to our GPU. Most people will see this. This first part, you choose the environment. This is a Python and R geospatial environment. That's the default. We have a few other ones that you can choose. Or if you have a link to a Docker image of a different environment for a JupyterHub that you want to use, there's lots of them out there. You can click that and use that. But we're going to go with the default. You can also pick the size of machine. For what we're doing, the smallest one is just fine, but if you're doing something that needs a lot of RAM, loading a lot of data into memory, you can pick a larger machine. Let's go ahead and click Start. So now it's going to start my machine up. In this case, I had already downloaded the image, so it starts up really quickly. But if you see that it's pulling the image, that's okay. It'll just take a little longer to set everything up. This is the default start here. You've got these buttons here, and these are different environments you can be in. This is Jupyter Lab. This is desktop. We have RStudio, and we have VS Code. If you need a terminal, you can go here. Get you a terminal. You can open a Jupyter notebook like that. Whenever I want to get these buttons back and I don't see them, I click this button over here. That's your launcher. I'll show this in a moment. Okay, so once I'm in Jupyter Lab here, you can see on the side there are these little icons over here. This one here is your file system, how you can navigate. This is your user directory. Only you have access to this. So this is your private user directory. So you click there, that's going to get you to the base level, and then you can click into these. So I'm here, I'm looking at some files there. Just kind of navigate around here. All right, and then the other one that you will want to know about is the Git UI. So it's right here. So if I click that, and I'm at the base level, I can clone a Git repository. Let's go back up here. If I'm in a Git repository, so like this one is a Git repository, then I get this here, which is where you can commit changes, and you can push and pull changes, all that stuff. So if I pull, this is pulling it down, you can see it successfully pulled it. All right, so those are the two main ones that you'll use, this for your file directory and this for Git. Your drop downs, pretty self-explanatory. Edit, same, quite self-explanatory here. I would say the main one that people use is actually in the file here. This bottom one, if you go to Hub Control Panel, you can stop the server. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Let's go back. Oops. Okay. So these other buttons, let's click this. What happens now is it starts up RStudio server. So if you're an R user, you'll want to go here. Everything works like normal. In RStudio here, you have your files. You've got your Git tab there. If you're in a project that is a Git repository, you'll have that. To create new projects, you can go over here, new project, and then you create these as usual. You can create it from a Git repository using that. Okay. Cancel. Let's go back over here. Okay, so I just clicked the tab in my browser. You can go here, and this will take you to a desktop environment where we have a few applications installed, like QGIS is installed. We have these Coastwatch utilities and Penelope installed. Lastly, we have VS Code. You can click that, and you'll go into a VS Code environment if you prefer that. Okay.